Hello, my name is Tom Beers. I'm the EMS manager for the Cleveland Clinic, and I'm also a firefighter and paramedic and intelligence officer for the Cleveland Heights Fire Department. And I'm here with my good friend of almost 20 years. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Michelle Sorell. I am the Cleveland Clinic Enterprise Nurse Manager for Forensic Nursing. I take care and organize all of our sexual assault nurse examiners for the enterprise.
Michelle and I are really excited because in February of next year, in 2019, we'll both be presenting together as a team on a topic that's very important to both of us, and we're hoping that you'll be interested in hearing. And it's about human trafficking. We'll be talking on Friday for about an hour, and the title of the presentation is Human Trafficking, the International Crisis in Your Own Backyard, which is interesting because when we think of human trafficking, we think of it as a global issue. And can you tell me more about that global issue and why? And then I'll maybe talk about how it affects EMS and why it's important for EMS administrators and frontline personnel to know some of these statistics and how it translates into what they're doing on the street almost every day.
Sure, thanks. So unfortunately, human trafficking is about a $150 billion industry a year across our country. It affects everyone, every age group. No one is immune from it, and it's something that we are seeing more and more as we're talking about this hashtag #MeToo momentum. It's really bringing to light the problems that we have in our own community and what those red flags are and how to identify it and the help that the patients need after they've been identified.
So that's interesting. So you said it affects, it's a global enterprise. It affects, by the way, there's a global conference. It affects every community. So really, if you're the viewer out there, Michelle's speaking to you. It affects your community. And maybe you don't know the signs and symptoms of human trafficking, but what Michelle and I are going to be discussing at our conference is Michelle presenting a lot more in-depth information about human trafficking, the effects it has on our nation, the effects it has on the individuals, what those individuals look like, how to identify them, and then really what we'll be discussing from EMS perspective is how does EMS identify human trafficking victims, and what are the legal responsibilities that we have for reporting it and the avenues, because we talk a lot about child abuse and elder abuse, and that's drummed into our head about how to report that, but I don't think there's enough dialogue going on in the pre-hospital and the first responder community about the tools that we can bring to help people like you and your teams and your specialty to help people get out of those terrible situations and come back to a normal, somewhat of a normal life, or at least get out of a trafficking situation. So I'm really excited about it. I'm learning a lot about this. I want to thank Michelle for bringing this to my attention. We're currently working on an initiative here across Northeast Ohio and Ohio to bring legislative processes to educating first responders about human trafficking. And we're also going to be talking at our conference about how you can take some of the pitfalls and successes we have with that operation and help you navigate your legislative process as well, so that when you go home, you'll have a take home and you can actually maybe affect some change and work with lawmakers in your own state to bring about our important education and further education, not just to the attendees, but to all first responders across the nation. We want to thank you, and we're looking forward to seeing you.
Hope you can join us. Yes,
yeah,
thank you very much.
It's going to be exciting.